Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saroke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. The learning objectives for today's session are number 1, study the different types of boiler accessories. In previous session, we have completed the different types of boiler mountings. In today's session, we are going to complete the different types of boiler accessories. Second, study the layout of thermal power plant. That is, in a thermal power plant, how electricity is generated or how thermal power plant is used to generate the power will be studied in today's session. Starting with first, boiler accessories. The fittings which are installed for increasing the efficiency of a steam power plant and help to work the boiler plant smoothly is called as boiler accessories. There are different types of boiler accessories which we are going to study today in this session. The number one is economizer. Economizer is nothing but mechanical device intended to reduce the energy consumption or perform useful function such as preheating of fluid. That is, the water entering into the boiler is preheated with the flue gases that are coming out from an boiler. In basic terms, economizer is an heat exchanger. The orientation of economizer can be horizontal, vertical, cylindrical depending upon the size and space available in the boiler or at the boiler, and it is fitted directly to the boiler near the flue gases outlet. The below figure shows the economizer. In a boiler system, the economizer catches the heat of the flue gases and transfers it to the feed water. The process is simple. As the flue gases exit the boiler, it enters the economizer, which are having the fin tubes as shown in figure. The fin tubes carry the water inside it and absorbs the heat from the flue gases and raises the temperature of boiler feeding water, lowering the energy required to warm the water. Economizer increases the boiler efficiency by 10 to 12%. In addition, the amount of energy required for heating reduces and results in less fuel consumption and cost. Second boiler accessory, air preheater. The air preheater, as the name implies, the function of the air preheater is to increase the temperature of air before it enters the furnace. That is, the furnace used in boiler for heating purpose. It is generally placed after economizer. So the flue gases passing through the economizer and then to the preheater. Below figure shows a tubular type air preheater. The hot flue gases entering into the preheater or from the boiler enters and move around the baffle plate. The cold air enters into the air preheater and is moved or is circulated within the baffles as the heat is transferred from low temperature to higher temperature. That is, the cold air catches the higher temperature of the gases coming out from the boiler. This hot air is fed to the furnace to help to develop or to help to improve the burning process. The third accessory is superheater. The superheater is a device used to increase the temperature of a steam that is wet or dry above saturation temperature at a constant pressure. Superheater is a device which is used to increase the temperature of a steam. The steam may be either wet or dry above the saturation temperature at a constant pressure. Usually the application where superheated steam is needed, superheated is provided. Superheater, as shown in figure below, is located in the path of the flue gases so that heat of the flue gases is utilized. These are convective type and radiant type superheater. It is connected with the economizer, so the flue gas is flowing through the flowing through helps to heat the water as well as the steam flowing into the pipes. The next accessory is steam injector. Injector, as the name implies, is a device used to supply feed water to boiler by steam pressure. The steam from the top enters the steam chamber whose outlet is in the shape of conversion nozzle, that is in a V shape. Here kinetic energy of steam is used to increase the pressure and velocity of the feed water. The steam injector, as shown in figure below, is to supply the steam with high pressure. It is simple and compact in space. Its operation easier to operate. Thermal efficiency of injector is an high and it has low initial and maintenance cost. The fifth point, boiler accessories, is a steam separator, also known as a steam dryer. As the name implies, the function of a steam separator is to remove the water particles from the steam. The below figure shows the steam separator. The steam enters from one side and exits from another side. This is used to remove the water moisture or water particles from the steam. This type of separator or a dryer is used generally for high precision equipments where moisture content in a steam is not allowed. And the last type is a pump or a feed pump in a boiler accessory. Boiler accessories, feed pump is the pump used to supply the water to the boiler. There we know there are reciprocating pump and rotary pump. The next point is layout of thermal power plant or layout of a steam power plant. The question regarding the same is asked in MSBT examination, such as draw a label sketch of thermal power plant and application of it. The figure below shows the thermal power plant. There are basically four main components of a power plant. The first one is a combustion chamber denoted by CC. Combustion chamber is a place where burning of coal or oil or fuel or gas takes place. The heat is generated in this combustion chamber. The second is a boiler. Boiler is connected to the combustion chamber. The heat coming from the combustion chamber is used inside the boiler to generate the steam from water. The water that is flowing from the feed pump to the boiler and the boiler to next. The third is a turbine denoted by T. Turbine is a device where expansion of steam takes place which generates the electric power with the help of electric generator. And last is a condenser. Condenser is nothing but the device that condenses the steam and converts it again into water and sends back to the boiler. And the pump is the device that is used to supply the water to the boiler. In this power plant, the heat is evolved by burning the fuel in combustion chamber, and the heat is used to generate the steam from water in boiler. The high pressure steam is passed through steam turbine which impinges on turbine blade causing expansion and reduces the pressure. Thus, it rotates the turbine shaft which is coupled with generator and generates the electric power. This steam is then passed through condenser where it is condensed by changing its phase from vapor to liquid. These condensate are pumped back to the boiler and make up water is taken from dam oblique river and the cycle is repeated as shown in figure. Usually thermal power plants are used nowadays is in sugar industry, sugar mill industries for processing sugar or for developing power or from the boilers etc. This is it. Thank you for today's session. We have completed the different types of boiler accessories and the layout of steam power plant. If any queries, you can contact me. Thank you.